Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Stroud to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Chargers 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Chargers at 14-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
And he's got this down to the 35. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Hampton. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
A good pick up there at 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Chargers 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong.
There he goes, right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Shifts by him. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st down.
Play action. Stroud now. Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down, Texans.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On third down, Mixon.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the option right, Herbert. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll run on first down. It's Hampton. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Herbert now. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This one into the hands of Harris on the crossing route. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a foot. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. At their own 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Open man, right side. That's McConkey.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run here with Hampton.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9.
59 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it after.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Trey Harris from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Stroud from his own end zone.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man down.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here's Stroud.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Stroud looking to throw.
And he's got it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
It's brought in by Harris. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, 14 yards.
And the will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Texans 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. A solid stiff arm. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle they go with Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And now off to the races, down the rights. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. So nearly a disaster there, but fortunately able to pounce on his own fumble, and that remains a touchdown.
And think about the run and the effort put in there by everyone, including him. Could you imagine going that far and not finishing it off with a touchdown? Fortunately for him, he was able to do exactly that.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. As hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins
from 3 yards out.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The kickoff for Houston.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lance. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Taken down at the 42.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A pitch comes to Sanders.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another run with Sanders.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
56. Texans 31. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
That's over the middle into the hands of Noel.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Inside handoff to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, Parker, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Mixing up the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be fourth down.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Nico Collins
There to make the grab.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That touchdown reception, his 22nd of the year, tying him for second all-time with Hall of Famer Jerry Rice, who also had 22 during the 1987 season.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
49-yard line.
Sanders toss left side.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another run here with Sanders. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
On the counter now, it's Sanders.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on second and 2. It's now third and 1.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense